It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, light Forex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Hi, I'm HB, how are you doing? Hi guys, Piotr here. It's the 1st of November 2019, very specific day all around the world. So for example, here in Europe, it's All Saints Day, it's Halloween time. So guys, wherever you are, we have to understand that Europe, more than half of the Europe was on a bank of holiday. Plenty of different traders are looking for any kind of the possibility to try to have a longer weekend. So we shouldn't forget about that, meaning that there are going to be, question about the liquidity. So a little bit higher manipulation, bigger manipulation could take place. Anyway, before we start, risk warning as usual, guys, please bear in mind trading effects on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors, can sustain a loss of some or initial investment, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay guys, so it is again non-farm payrolls day, and again from I would say 7 minutes too early. There's no reason to be earlier, especially today when there is almost no one on the market. Some junior traders and only algos. That's what I've seen during the early hours. Anyway, so there is really MHB. No reason to be in rush today. And of course, as a FX trader, we have to take into the consideration the headline, right? But from the dollar perspective, the inflation, so meaning earnings, gonna be the key, and that's what we are going to look for. So as usual, devil is always in details. Probably I'm not gonna chase the prices at the very beginning unless I've got all details clearly in place and know what I wanna do. Especially that yesterday was quite a good day. I repeated the Euro Aussie again. Nice run to the upside yesterday. So first day of the new month, last day of the week. So no reason to be in rush. Well, no change into what we discussed. No change into what we discussed ahead of the FOMC, meaning that euro dollar, I think they will try to look for the stops above these highs we have here, and then eventually some kind of the rejection. That might be the case for short euro dollar. Other options are that we are going to retest, because we didn't retest the FOMC levels after the huge run to the upside. So what we might see eventually to the downside, that's what I'm gonna to look for, and I'm going to watch very carefully the price action. 1 to 1 looks like we might hit this levels around 11.20. Of course, the break this level, move below the Monday high, it will open the weekly open. This things which looks like something similar to double bottom breakthrough will open the low from the 16th and 17th of October over here, this consolidation, and this consolidation particularly was used as a buying opportunity twice here and right after the FOMC, and into the FOMC we were discussing this bottom, right, if you remember. So I've been looking for a little bit spike lower, but didn't materialize. Anyway, so no change into what we discussed, so there was no reason to be to be earlier today. Same with pound, 30 rejection short, levels related to the weekly open as a buying opportunity, some kind of the consolidation possible. Of course, in euro dollar and cable, if we are going to break through those highs, right, that the dollar bulls might be in a big trouble, So again, one more thing you might not be aware of, General Motors strikes, so probably we are going to get the number below 100, so be careful here, okay? It's not gonna be the big surprise, so the initial reaction might be completely different to what we are going to see later, all right? So that's very important. Don't forget, guys, that we have, because of the YouTube rules, we have a little bit of the delay, so please check the number on your side. I'm going to try to put into the chat window as soon as I got it. Some whispers right now around 100k, but that's just the rumors, you know, especially today with almost empty market. Yeah, it's strange that it's only one rumor. So that's what we have here, okay? So we still have 2 minutes. So guys, good luck. One more thing, if you had a weak or bad week, don't try to recover during the Friday payrolls, especially that we have ISM later on. Don't forget, guys, we have ISM manufacturing later on, and plenty of Fed members, right? Clarida, Quarles, Williams, so it might be busy afternoon for algos, especially for algos. So that's how it looks right now. So good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Less than 1 minute. So euro higher, pound lower, arbitrage trading. All right, so we have first ticks, dollar yen higher, euro dollar much lower, cable lower. Let's check what we have. 128. So it's that's what I've mentioned. Above 100, it might be quite positive. But let's wait for details. Earnings gonna be the key. So 1-to-1 is possible on this euro dollar as we discussed. So even with this GM strike, right, quite a good number. All right, earnings 3 versus 3.6. That's the week. That's the week. That's the weak side. But we've got the sky high on dollar yen indices as well, going higher. But you know, we discussed dollar index chart, and there have to be plenty of things done to try to make the turnover. But slowly, step by step, let's have a look. So we are about to retest on the euro dollar. We are about to retest this FOMC levels. That's the key. In case of the stronger dollar, we have to get back below, right? So bears have to push lower. As of now, because of where we are, of course, if we are going to retest these levels, I may try to look for the opportunity to try to go long. As long as we are above. So waiting and waiting. I'm sorry, average early earning 3. Why I've seen that expectations were 3.6. It was 2.9 was previous, so it's good. I'm sorry. Looks like I get wrong information first. Cable did 1-to-1. So in cable, in case you are looking to go short from the conservative perspective, because we are close to the previous resistance, right? So if we can agree that that's the consolidation phase, right? If we can agree that that's the consolidation phase, guys. So you want to see the break through that consolidation, and then you want to see the retest of this supply. So eventually around 29.55. It's gonna take time for sure. 11.45 on euro dollar with tight stop, but I'm not sure if we are going to get there yet. Anything wrong with the sound? And of course, it's gonna be only if I'm going to take any kind of the trade, it's going to be related to the news. So it's gonna be news trading only. So I wanna get in, get out as soon as I can. Looks like they're going straight to test this zone without 1145, 1150 retest. The levels pre non-farm payroll levels. Exactly to the point. So let's have a look if we can get something like this. Okay, thank you for confirmation. I didn't check President Trump Twitter account. Probably I would be surprised if he's not going to tweet anything about the job market. So that's how the full data looks like. Bulls on cable trying to take the advantage of this demand here from the short-term perspective. So stop count. Riley. That was enough. There was also nice revision. So overall the number is positive. So no surprise with indices going trying to go higher. I'm purely focusing on euro dollar and Gbpusd today. Gold trying to hold that range, in particular this over under over here. I don't know, with gold it might be, you know, it might be worth to wait for ISM and overall market reaction once the cash market is open. Again, guys, job market is good, but we have ISM later on, especially ISM manufacturing PMI, expectations below 50, the one at the top of the hour. So that's what you have to look for later on after our meeting, because we might reverse 180 degrees. So there is after all revisions, job gains have averaged 176 over the last 3 months. That's some stats on Twitter I see right now. The monthly chart, of course, looks ugly from the dollar perspective, and that's why, for example, on euro dollar, I do have this zone here. That's gonna be the key level here. The levels related to the last FOMC. As long as we are on euro dollar above, there is a chance dollar is going to be weaker. And that's how I see the things, taking into the consideration the last important factors here. And thank you. The second, because the first one was stopped out. The second, I even doubled the exposure. But still, don't forget, guys, that I'm trading very low exposure. So. All right, let's have a look if we can take the advantage of that equal moves on euro dollar. Some tiny exposure. I'm trading 21 pips towards mid of that zone. No, 20. 19, so I can have 6 pips stop to have 3 to 1. And it's purely based on that, you know, same in size bounce, and so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And again, it's a purely news trading. I want to see the retest of this FOMC, pre-FOMC levels, so that's quite important. If we are going to hold them, then the rally should take place on euro dollar. We might not break that level ahead of the ISM, and in case we are going to get ISM above 50, that could be the short-term game changer here, right? Come on, guys, push it lower. On the cable, few more stops were taken out. But cable is important around the Monday high. That's the FOMC action as well from Wednesday. Green dotted line, the upper one. Again, this is 1 minute chart on euro dollar. Reaction to the number and then 8 pips going on. Algo are holding the market here. At 33.5, I'm going to have 6 pips, so I can cut leaving stop in place, meaning that either I'm gonna be stopped out at without the loss, you know what I mean, covering half at 6 pips, leaving the stop at 6 pips, so in case of the further rally, and then waiting for the final target to be hit. And yeah, it's 33.5, so it's yeah. So that could be, for example, the idea, right? Everyone is different. That's what I'm always saying. Everyone is different, so everyone differently managing eventually the exposure, right? Would be good to see the speed it up below 30 quickly reaching 20. So the low was around 27.5. So it's gonna be 2R for my trade. We'll see. In case we are going to reach that level, what's going to happen. Would be good to have the early lowest close. It also depends what's gonna be the early close. Again, that's purely based on the news trade only, and especially that we are approaching US cash open as well as the next data, where the key number is going to be published. I'm taking this 1-to-1 in full. Slow market. So I cut that one. Again, purely based trade on news. We figured out the first initial correction, and then based on the same rally, took the advantage of that, and with very tight stop. I wouldn't say it's easy because it's not. It might look when you are watching again, and again, trade the news. US cash open top of the hour right now. I don't want to risk more, especially that yesterday was really good. So there is no reason to try to risk something more ahead of the weekend for me. The next EU covering, right? London cover, the stream without the voice, where we are using the chat only. It's gonna take place on Tuesday, so you are more than welcome to join. Upcoming Tuesday. Nice and quick. Thank you, MHB. That's true. Nice and quick. So it's like cherry on the cake ahead of the weekend, right? cherry on the cake ahead of the weekend. I took the profit as well. So guys, don't forget, cash open within the next 35 minutes, and then you have ISM, PMI, manufacturing. So the situation may turn around by 180 degrees in case of the reading below 50. I would say maybe not 49.5, but if we are going to get 47, for example, it may turn around. It might turn around, right? So very quick, nice profit. We were trading short euro dollar with 6 pips stop. I've been looking for 3R towards the NFP, FOMC zone, but market is very slow, so 1R been taken. Great ahead of the weekend. Guys, it was my pleasure to be with you. So again, we are going to cover Tuesday on the chat, so we can keep asking the questions. And I'm preparing this educational videos we were discussing. So hopefully slowly step by step you are going to be able to do this stuff yourself. You know, it was always possibility that they are going to make like 1-to-1 trying to retest the non-farm payrolls, pre-non-farm payrolls levels, right? They didn't. Short stop, nice. All right, guys, it was my pleasure to be with you ahead of this weekend. Even better that we book something on the green side. So wish you pleasant weekend, recharge your batteries, and let's get back to work next week, guys. Have a great weekend and see you around. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you are not gonna miss next meeting, right? Take care, guys. Thank you. Either next week or mid of November, MHB. Either next week or mid of November. We are getting very close, almost everything is in place, so guys, don't forget, invite your friends. We have to build the community around what we're doing, especially that it's for free for you, right? And this stuff is heavy, is good one, so hopefully you're going to get something out of that for yourself for the future. Have a great weekend, guys. Goodbye.